Hello there in YouTuber land. Today I'm going to try to make a healthy-ish, leaning towards more the better choices at the store. Not the greatest, but the better. An inexpensive meal that can either be lunch or dinner. I'm making something today that I call pizza quickies. And I'll show you the whole list of ingredients. And then at the end I'm going to try to make an estimate on how much this meal costs. So starting out with, these are whole wheat runs. Sometimes you can find that the price is cheaper on the in-store made breads and things like this. This package of 4 was $1.49. So like I said, at the end we'll figure out the whole price. And I have some lower fat turkey pepperoni. This stuff is really like a third the fat of regular pepperoni, a third the fat of the low fat regular pepperoni. So those of us out there that try to watch our cholesterol and watch our other intakes. This pizza sauce, this was the store brand at Kroger's. It was $1. Then I have a couple lower fat cheeses that I'm going to use. One is a hot pepper blend and one's and both store brand because it comes from the same place. So let's get started. The first step is to cut the whole wheat buns in half and then spoon on some of your pizza sauce. You can use anything as your bread, so you know how they love to give you a different count on buns and hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff like that. Well, when you have those extras, you can just use those buns just as easily. Next for me, I'm going to put a little garlic salt on it. I like that. And a little crushed pepper. You can use whatever you want. Next I put the pepperoni on. Next I put the mozzarella and the hot pepper blend cheese on it. And we're going to put her in the toaster oven on broil. Now 2 of the pizza quickies go in. And I'll prepare a couple more. We are at 5 minutes in the toaster broiler and it is done. So I'm going to grab a plate and get them out. So I got the next 2 ready to go in, and the first 2 are out, and they look good. 5 minutes is all it takes. And again, you can use whatever you want. You can go super healthy, you can go super unhealthy. You can use fancy breads to put them on, or you can use leftover hot dog buns. However you want to do it for you or your family works. And these little toaster ovens. To me, this is about all they're good for, is something like this. I prefer that new wave oven that I have for using a real oven, but this is good for this. These are all cooked up and ready to eat, and I'll eat them and then finish up the little story. So let's sum this all up. I made pizza quickies. I used whole wheat rolls from the store. I used 2 out of a package of 4. The package of 4 was $1.49, so I spent 75 cents. The pizza sauce that I put on was 99 cents for the jar. I used maybe a quarter of it, so we'll call that 25 cents. The cheese was $1.88 each, and I had 2 packages. I used maybe a quarter of each bag. There's still a lot of it left, so we'll call that $1. I did the math, it's close enough to $1. The package of pepperoni, the turkey pepperoni low fat, which was, I try to use the healthier options for a meal that's not really healthy. But the pepperoni package was $2.50, and I used maybe a quarter of them. I should have counted, and 63 cents I figure that's at. So I spent a total of $6.26, and this meal cost me $2.63. I think having the pizza sauce on hand is a nice little trick to, often we have the leftover buns we don't know what to do with, or rolls or anything like that, and you can make one of these up really quick. The pepperoni, I checked the package, it does not say to refrigerate after using. Since I'm in my house, I'm going to refrigerate it, but you don't have to. Then having that pizza sauce, you can add whatever other things you want to this. Use whatever type of cheese you want. That was a bigger meal. I probably could have got away with just cutting 1 of those rolls in half. That would probably suit me for lunch just fine, but I was a little extra hungry. So if I had done that, if I'd only made one, that would have cost me $1.30. That's a pretty good deal. And I used the healthier, again, option of ingredients for this. I'm not going to come anywhere close to calling these healthy. But given choices, I went with whole wheat. I went with the low-fat turkey pepperoni instead of real pepperoni. I went with low-fat cheeses. So, all in all, I think that's a healthier type meal. Hope this was enjoyable, entertaining, or something. Have a wonderful and great day, YouTube. Get out there and do your own adventures and cook better things than this.